So this is the day after Burnout Rivals at Stafford Motor Speedway with Cletus McFarland and his whole event and crew there. This event almost didn't happen for us. Some of you might know that at the last event, this truck caught on fire pretty bad. And it actually was the transmission blowing. It must have run out of fluid when it blew a tranny line, and the converter got so hot and the trans got so hot, it blew all the fluid out the front seal and covered the underside of the truck with tranny fluid, and that lit on fire after it touched the header, and the whole thing almost burned down. So, got all that fixed. At the very last possible minute, literally installed this transmission on Friday, the day before the event, and transmission installed, wiring harnesses all fixed, converter installed, everything's great, and I decided to lash the valves before heading down to the track. So I pulled the valve covers off at like 7 p.m. on Friday night to realize that 3 of the rockers on the driver's side are completely junk. I don't know if we can see this here, but these are supposed to do this. This one I think was all right. And it turns out the exhausts were all fine. Well, that doesn't move. 3 of those China rockers were bad. And I figured there's no possible way I'm going to get new shaft rockers for an LS3 at 7 p.m. on a Friday night before a race the next day. Conveniently though, my buddy Steve was like, in the spirit of racing, if you're not putting an engine together last minute before an event, what is you doing anyway? So he happened to find some 1.8 ratio shaft rockers on Marketplace, which is exactly what I needed, at some random place in Orange, Connecticut, which is an hour away. And the guy actually responded. Funny enough, the guy was at his shop all night, and we're talking all night. Steve works 3rd shift, so Steve got off work at 5 a.m. before the event, met this guy in apparently New Haven, drove these rockers up to the track, Stafford Motor Speedway, where I happened to be with the truck and all the tools to put them on. We put the whole valve train back together right before this event, went out and did our burnout. And my driving wasn't the greatest. I parked it against the wall, but didn't break anything, didn't catch on fire. We succeeded and drove off and drove on the trailer. So I can't ask for more than that. I just need the Allen key.
Yeah. I hope it doesn't have a collapse lifter.
It can't collapse, it's not hydraulic.
I am.
It would explode.
Oh.
Explosion is definitely a possibility. Collapsing, not so much. Damn, it's too loose now.
I blame the Indians.
It should be working.
Well, it's got the little dick, but you didn't put a Sharpie mark. That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah, that was just to confirm.
coming up. Right about there. See, you got it 4 years.
Can I have the offset wrench? knuckles need not apply. Good old 7. It's a loose 7, but we'll take it. Yeah, the fact that these don't sit up very much, there's no shoulder, kind of a pain in the ass.
Oh, with the fucking adjuster nuts?
Adjuster nuts, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they probably made like a revised version or something.
They don't make these anymore.
No.
Probably why.
Yeah.
These are probably, obviously Comp doesn't make these anyway. They're probably like an OEM by Jezel. That's a 7.
Yeah. Hopefully they hold up better than the other ones.
Yeah, there's 9 9s and there's 9 8s. I always get one extra in case you drop one. They are indeed pre-gapped, so you don't have to worry about that.
So drop them.
Yeah, don't do that. Alright, so I'm just gonna do a little. It's too tight, I'll tell you. Seven. We'll take that. One.
For the last one, where is
They're the red ones on the deck right there.
with feature?
Yeah.
Here.
Just these ones. Tip-ins over there. It's just a rectangle, so.
Ready, set, let's go.
Hold on. Sugar.
All right, we got her cranked up and we are ready to go in a 2000 Chevy 1500. Make some noise for Silas Pradetto. Let's make some noise for Silas as he makes his way off the pad.
They're a little long.
So sitting here in my office putting this video together, special thanks to Chris for helping me with all these crazy long nights and long days getting this truck ready. We built this whole truck in a month, a little earlier this year, so it's been a ton of time and effort to put this together, but we did it, and Chris is the main man at the track and at these events. Also driving the Burnout buggy, which you've occasionally seen in other videos. But it's currently blown up, like every race car is all the time. So coming soon, that'll be back. But again, special thanks to Chris. Shout out to Matt for coming down with the energy drinks and being the moral support. And of course, as I mentioned, Steve for making the crazy run down to New Haven at 5, 6 a.m. to get these rockers.